Well, I'm very excited to be considered for induction into the East High Hall of Fame because I'm very proud of my background at East High. I never failed to mention that I went to East High when I'm involved in activities here in Des Moines. And I tell people most of the time, I actually am a third generation East High graduate. My grandparents graduated from East High. My parents, both of them graduated from East High, and obviously I graduated from East High. Well, I'm very proud of that tradition and the service humanity motto of East High School. And my family has a long, involvement tradition on the east side of Des Moines. My father ran a very successful business on the east side for many years. And we've just stayed, and both my grandparents lived on the east side of Des Moines, so we've just stayed involved with East Des Moines activities. The Lee Township Against the World, the Friday night at the fair. We've been involved in those activities for a long, long time. So East High, I guess, got me started out on the right foot, if you want to call it that. I was hopefully inspired to fairly high academic activities, and East High got me started. I took math and science classes, mostly at East, and I knew that I needed to have good education, good grades to move ahead in other fields. And the East High got me started there. And again, I was very pleased with my education at East High, and it allowed me to get into the college that I wanted to go to. Again, it's just a very good school that I was very happy to graduate from. What I remember about East High is, first of all, there was a group of about 10 or 12 of us that were friends as a group rather than individuals. We were all doing things together. We would go to sports events. We would go to parties. We went sledding. And I remember one story, I have no idea why, but we ran a paper drive. And we collected all these newspapers and stored them. And I don't know what we were raising money for, but it was pretty fun to stack up all these papers and go pick them up. And that was with this group of friends that I was with all through high school. So making good friends and continuing those friendships for many years was a big thing to me. The other thing I remember about East High is I thought you need to be involved in activities if you're going to be successful, not only at high school, but where you go. And I played a couple sports. I played basketball and tennis. How this happened, I have no idea, but I got involved in a lead role in the school play senior year called One Wild Night. And I thought, what am I doing in a school play? But I remember the drama teacher was Mrs. Whitford, and she got me to do it, and it turned out to be great fun, and I made some additional friends that way. Also, I was involved in a school paper, and so it was just get involved in activities is what I found, and because you meet new people, new friends, and it gives you a lead when you're going on in school in other areas. East High School needs help from its alumni foundation for many activities that we've discussed at other times. And I felt very strongly from the day I came back to Des Moines in 1980 after being away about 15 years. And I, from the very beginning, felt very strongly that we needed to do something to keep East High up with the suburban schools. And I talked about it all the time, but quite frankly, for a long time, didn't do anything about it. Then in 2019, which is just 4 or 5 years ago, I got involved in this campaign to raise money to improve the facilities at East High and try to level the playing field between East and the suburban schools. That was a big project. We were very successful, raising $4 million, as most of you know. And that's how I got back involved with the East High School and the foundation. I have contributed significantly financially to the campaign. The last one was 20 years ago in, I think, 2003. And then the more recent one, and I've endowed a scholarship at East High. So I try to give back to East because I'm very fond of East. I'm very proud of East, and as I said earlier on, I tell anybody I'm an East High grad and I'm proud of it. Well, if I had an 18-year-old son in high school, I have a 17-year-old grandson in high school. That's how the years have passed. But I would tell him, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, get involved. If you just come to school for your academic classes, you miss out on a lot of fun and a lot of opportunities. So I would tell them to get involved with sports, with drama, with music. All of these things are available at East High, and we just need to get more kids to participate in those activities. And then when you're finished with East, give back, because East needs it, and you'll be proud you did it.